Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're here for Delicious in Dungeon episode 7. So, last episode was a very, very good one. We got a little bit of lore through the paintings of what happened to the castle that we are currently in, the part of the dungeon that we are currently in, or at least I'm assuming it's what's happened to the castle. It might be a totally different castle, but given how there's paintings of events that have happened. I mean, just overall, there's a lot of questions surrounding this castle. Why is it suddenly in the ground when clearly in these paintings that Laios went into, it was on the surface at one point? So, there's a lot of questions regarding that and what exactly is going on with this castle in general. And in the second half of the episode, Chillchuck fought a mimic. That is about all that happened in the last episode. It's very enjoyable. I think it was one of my favorite episodes of the series, especially with the painting stuff. I think the painting lore was very intriguing, and I'm very excited to see where that takes us as we continue going forward. Feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below for both of those. Discord, we talk about shows. We talk about this show. We talk about solo leveling. We talk about The Dangers of My Heart. Any show you can imagine that's currently airing, or even some previous shows as well. We discuss those and have a great time in there. And we also talk about some miscellaneous stuff. Anyway, you could probably imagine what would be in a Discord, but then for the Patreon, it is a typical reaction Patreon. You get uncuts to all my reactions and other things such as that, plus some exclusives, whatever it may be. So now, without further ado, let's get straight into Delicious in Dungeon episode 7. Whoa. Whoa, that was cool, looking through somebody's eye like that. Ah. So they're reviving this. So these are like people who come by and revive parties and stuff. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I remember as a fact that they have talked about these people before. The people who come down and revive people who have died in the dungeon and whose bodies have not been like fully incarcerated or taken to a point where they can't be revived anymore. People will come through and revive them and steal their belongings while they're reviving them. So, I wonder if that's what these guys did, but they're also saying that, because I know that one girl put on the necklace that was the little centipede thing, so a good percent of the stuff they lost was all of the treasure bug stuff that our party stole, but it seems like they lost some of their other stuff they had even before that as well. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's what it seems like. So it seems like these guys might have taken the scraps they had on them while they were reviving them at the same time. Ah, Marcial gave him some magic warding stuff. An elf, a tall man, a half-foot, and a dwarf. A meal over some dead bodies, yeah. Pay up. Okay, so maybe they didn't take okay. So they didn't take the loot. So the stuff they had lost was all the treasure bugs that our party took off their bodies to save them from being fully killed. Although, they did say that most of them were dead. That one guy was just paralyzed, but the others were dead, I think. So, either way, the stuff that they're missing was not money these guys took off of them. It was money that was all treasure bugs. But I like how, I don't know if I like how, but I want to point out that guy was like, they definitely got killed by treasure bugs, and he's like, shh, don't say anything, which is very interesting. Yep, they make more money from reviving people. That pause. Taking care of it is like warm up. Oh my god, a braided senshi beard. Ah, when they lost all their stuff there. Look how they're just ignoring her. Hey, let's go. Whoa. This is so cool looking. Whoa. Okay, this is so cool. Wait, it's like fucking Atlantis? The entire castle, like, floor got buried in water from the cave. Ah, that's cool. Uh-oh. What on earth? Why is Senshi throwing a fit? What is going on? He's sticking his fingers in his nose. He's trying to give his speech. Does he not like having magic put on him? Okay, yeah. He just hates spells being put on him. Oh, he's thinking a little bit. The beard? To be fair, he said he fishes up here and stuff, so I would assume he's gotten across here before. What? A kelpie? First of all, that's the coolest thing ever. What? Ah, so he feeds it. So he feeds this Anne. Use its guts to make a float. Heist you into the water. That's actually a fair point. But the golems try to attack you, though. Realistically speaking, the golems, even if they've known Senshi for a long time, they tried to attack him when we first met them in the other episode. So I'm not sure, that doesn't really aid your point, if I'm being honest, because even if you know this horse Anne, and you've been friends with this kelpie for a while, the kelpie is still a monster at the end of the day. I'm leaning more towards Laios here. I would err on the side of caution when you're this deep into the dungeon. I would just use the magic and then figure out some way to get Senshi across, although he said he's come out here to fish before, so I don't know if he just sits on these platforms that are already laid here, or if he travels around the place, I'm not sure. Because when they were talking about the kelpie, he said that he had been thinking about trying to ride Anne, so he had never done it before, so that's interesting. Yeah. Yep, there you go. Immediately drags you into the water. Well, yep, there you go. Laios was completely right. Oh, we got it. Oh my god, this animation's so clean. Well, there goes some blood. Yep, she fights better in the water because you're slowed down. Is he gonna cook Anne? I think he's gonna cook Anne. Just an idea. What is her idea here? He's got Marciel helping him cook there. Whoa. How the f did this party die again? And how did they get ahead of us? How did they get ahead of us? I know we kind of like cleared a path technically, but how did they get ahead of us? In what world do they somehow manage to get this far ahead of us that we would just notice them now? Maybe they took like a different path or fell into a trap or something. Is this gonna be a running gag? This party is gonna be continually trying to catch up to us, and they're just gonna keep dying on the way? I feel like that'd be a funny gag. No. Yeah. You can recognize the kobold, though. It's a pretty easy thing to recognize there. Oh! That is creepy as hell. Oh, God. The mermaid's not dead. The mermaid is not dead. The mermaid is not dead. It's like a siren. Draws you in with their call. Yep. Those are literally just sirens. Damn, this area is dangerous. He's overpowering their singing. And they went away. And they went away. Even though I took the trouble of remembering it. So he remembered the song the sirens sing, and then is singing it back to them every time they try and sing at him to overpower them. That's hilarious. And realistically, it makes perfect sense. You hear a siren singing, you want to stop from being drawn in, sing yourself. Overpower their singing. Be louder than them. That's actually really funny. But man, this area is dangerous as hell. Like, genuinely speaking. I literally slapped him across the face. Laios really wants to cook it. It does really look like a fish, I'm gonna be honest. Look at me, cow, but not a fish man. Wow, Laios backed off pretty quickly there, I'm surprised. Oh, we got a Laios special here. Oh my god. Without it, they'd look even more fishy. Yeah, it kind of looks like hair. Oh my god, the comedy of this episode is too good. The comedy of this episode is too good. This is the funniest episode of the series. Like, this is legitimately the funniest episode of the series. The comedy has been A+ tier in this episode especially. Porridge with scattered barley. Off some dead adventurers. Okay. Marciel's starting to fall in love with that dungeon food. She's starting to oppose less and less. Uh-oh. Oh, he took Marciel's staff to poke him in the face? I thought he just, like, picked up a random stick or something, but no, he literally took Marciel's staff to poke him in the face. Yeah, they're not gonna tell her. They're not gonna ruin the meal for her. Oh, is Senshi actually gonna... Aw, look at these two bonding. Time to wash Senshi's beard. Oh my god. They're like manga panel style for washing the beard. What? I look like she's fighting some beast. Oh my god, that beard is giant. Oh my god. I think we need to trim the beard before doing literally anything else. That's not a beard at this point. That is just like, I don't even know how to describe that. It like literally goes from his neck down. It's like his, so obviously the back is the hair and the front is the beard. It's like combined, they drop all the way down to like his stomach level or almost waist level. Like, something's gotta get cut here. Team bonding. It's good to see. Whoa. What the hell? Oh, the animation. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Cool. We're getting into dungeon ecosystem stuff. I like that. That's very cool. It's like the dungeon over time has built its own ecosystem with the monsters that live there. It's really cool. I don't want to die just to protect their ecosystem. Gang, we got more things to worry about. We have got a bunch of, what were they called? Fishmen? What? Yeah, they're running away. Is Senshi gonna see the giant squid down there? Oh my god. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Even in anime form, when they're just on like a... Oh my god, I hate that so much. How do I put it? I don't want to say it's a phobia, because there's the thing of like thalassophobia, like you're scared of the ocean and what can be found in the ocean. I don't think I have a phobia of the ocean, but like this makes me uncomfortable to say the least. Giant creatures swimming in an ocean where you can't really see below you that well is one of the most terrifying things ever. Genuinely, ever. I don't think there's a more terrifying thing for me out there. So this giant kraken that is swimming underneath them and they have to fight it is just, it's a little better in this show than it would be like a more real life example. This is not really an ocean. This is just kind of a big pool of water where you can, there's like a city below it. It's, I guess, technically an ocean, but it's not as never ending and deep as the ocean is. So I'm a little bit more comfortable with this, but still, a giant kraken is not ideal to say the least. It's so cool. Oh, well, there you go. Dude, that thing is giant. Oh my god. Good strike. I don't think you killed it, though. I think you might have just made it angry. Oh my god, that thing is huge. What the... Oh my god. What? What just happened? It was like passing around the fishman's head in its tentacles, like tossing it around, doing all sorts of tricks with it, and it just chucked it right into Chill Chuck's hands. What the f? Oh, he's gonna use one of their spears? I don't. I mean, yeah, a kraken is just a giant squid. That's all it is. Oh, she hit it with water walk. Damn, the animation going off. Now Senshi's gotta stab it. Boom, good hit. Whoa, and it turned white immediately. I mean, yeah, that is how squids work. Dude, that thing is huge. Oh my god. He was collected in a bunch of the dead bodies. How are we gonna take all this kraken meat? But also, like, for starters, since she was getting mad about the ecosystem earlier, but wouldn't killing this giant kraken be the biggest? Actually, no, that's not true. Realistically, I mean, I guess it would have an effect, but any level of species, wipeage, like you wipe out an entire species, is going to very heavily affect an ecosystem. Even though this kraken is like the apex predator of this ecosystem, wiping it out, and then say wiping out like the blade fish from earlier, each one of them is going to have a pretty drastic impact. Because I was going to say like wiping out the kraken would make the biggest impact, but that's not true. That's just not true. They're definitely not going to be able to carry all this meat around though. Yes, you did. What the hell? Marcel, do you really eat this? Oh, cool. That's a parasite. So there was a parasite in the kraken. I agree with you, Marcel. That is a giant parasite. Yeah, she really probably didn't need to know that. Oh my god. She is especially upset about this thing. I would be too. I don't want to eat this parasitic worm. That. Even if it's partially in my meals that I'm eating, no thank you. I do not want to eat it straight up at all. Just the idea of eating a parasitic worm is awful. No, don't eat it raw. Laios? Oh my god, Laios. Laios. Laios, it is a parasitic worm. Laios. Laios, it is a parasitic worm. Why are we eating it raw? Why? God damn it. God damn it. He's so gonna get sick from that. He's so gonna get sick from that. Without a shadow of a doubt, he is going to be sick from that. Anyway, we got broiled and glazed giant parasitic worm. There you go. I like how we decided to eat the parasitic worm instead of the giant kraken we just killed. That's true, probably. Why would you? Why would you? First off, you bite a raw parasitic worm and then you tell your party that you ate a raw parasitic worm. He's about to get scolded real strongly by, hopefully, all of them. Yeah. Is Laios gonna die from that? That's why you have to goddamn boil and cook so you get rid of any remaining parasitic qualities of it. You boil it and you cook it, whatever you gotta do to make it clean to eat. I wonder if he's gonna die from that. Just make a hole in your stomach. So now the fishman. Yeah. Yeah, the ecosystem kinda works its own way. Yeah, that hole in his stomach is not doing him justice, honestly. Hey, this is your own undoing, Laios. Probably a good idea. Just maybe that's a pretty damn good idea. Great episode. This is a very, very enjoyable episode. The action animation was very, very smooth this episode, and despite me getting a little tense during the fight against the Kraken, overall it wasn't that bad, or anywhere near as bad as my actual fear of the ocean itself. But overall, a very solid episode, and I don't have much else to say. I gotta say, I love this environment. This is like kind of one of those like water levels in like your RPG or whatever game you're playing. It's like the water level where you have to fight all the water type beasts in kind of a water-based area, I guess you could call it. It's very cool. I very much enjoyed this episode, and the atmosphere change from the castle that we've been in for the past several episodes, and obviously we got those adventurers following us, which is just hilarious as they keep dying. I'm hoping that's going to be a recurring bit, because that'll be hilarious. They get revived, they attempt to follow us again, and then they die off again, and we just continue that cycle throughout the series. I think that'd be very funny to see continue out. But I think that is going to wrap up for my reaction to Delicious in Dungeon Episode 7. Hope you guys did enjoy, and hope you all have a good day.